Hey guys, how's it going? Where have you been this whole time? Oh wait, it was me that was gone? Oh, well, you know what? I apologize for that. But today I have come back for a very good reason. Because I wanted to. It's time to get back in gear, time to start pumping out some videos, and I thought I'd start with this one because I literally found the worst opinion of all time. Now, maybe in extremity it isn't, but I think if you add in the timing of it, it kind of coalesces into the worst opinion of all time. Now, obviously, that's just an opinion, but I think once I show you guys what I am talking about, you will see. So let me go over onto the Twitter, do the little display capture. Okay. All right. So this is our good old pal, good old buddy, Dr. Andrew McGregor. Dr. Andrew McGregor, doctor, by the way, somehow, is a sports studies influencer. Now, mind you, streamers call themselves influencers. And not only do most people hate that word because they don't like streamers having that much power towards their say in video games, a lot of streamers themselves hate that word. All right? They don't want to call themselves that word. And this guy's a doctor. He's not a streamer, to my knowledge, but yet he calls himself a sports studies influencer. Now, if you're studying stuff, what part of it are you influencing? I think that means he's trying to change people's opinions. Okay, so professor of history at Dallas College. Okay, no one I know. Please, my nephews, any friends, family, don't go to Dallas College. Research. Race. List number one. Sports. Politics. This guy sounds like a blast to be around at parties. Okay? Now, as many of you know, John Madden sadly passed away the other day. And I thought if there was anyone who you couldn't find one negative thing to say about, it would be John Madden. Well, Dr. Andrew McGregor proved me wrong. These are his tweets. I am very critical of video game and fantasy sports. They're at the heart of my critique of Madden because he symbolizes their rise to prominence and how fans now relate to the game and issues of race, labor, consumption through the prism of roster management and control. I don't even think this was his original tweet on it. Yeah, here we go. I have lots of opinions on John Madden. The creation of the Madden video game was not a great development for the US. It further glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes. I didn't know black athletes were the only ones who played football. News to me. Helping to establish plantation cosplay that has grown worse in the era of fantasy football. Plantation cosplay. It sounds to me like Dr. Andrew McGregor knows some medium-sized words that are supposed to have meaning and just throws them together to try to make a point. This is a perfect example of someone who they have a genetically intelligent brain, like they are predisposed to be smarter, so because obviously he's a doctor, but this guy is a complete and utter moron. The video game distanced the reality of the violent sport from fans and transformed human behaviors into artificial numbers and simulations. Gee, much like every time when you go on the internet, and that's what people go on and play video games for. It glamorized athletes, oh, that's horrible, using their name for profits while encouraging fans to disregard the humanity. Madden built a digital plantation. Now, last time I checked, John Madden was not the owner of any of these football teams. He used to coach the Raiders way back in the day, before a lot of us were even born. I was born in 1980. That was even before me. By the time I'm a boomer now. By the time I was born, Madden was already done coaching. At every point in his career, coach, announcer, video game producer, Madden profited off of, again, black athletic labor. I didn't know that the blacks people were the only ones playing the sport, particularly while he was a coach and the numbers were less skewed than they are now. And glamorized the violence inherent in the game. He became ubiquitous and grew the NFL into the most popular game and hastened the development of esports. Sure, there is a lot of significance to his life, much more than yours ever will be. His life will mean more, Dr. Andrew McGregor, than you, any offspring you produce, any offspring they produce, any offspring they produce. All right, I don't have enough time to keep going, all right, because I don't want this to be a half-hour video on how much of a moron this guy is, but you guys get my point. But it's pretty clear most of his accomplishments were not beneficial or healthy for athletes, particular non-white athletes. Oh, you finally said it. John Madden made a life in football one of the most violent and exploitive sports. Now, he makes it sound like these guys were being forced. Like I said, John Madden never owned a team. He was a coach. He didn't force anyone to play football. None of these guys were forced to play football. And a lot of them made a very good living. And you could say back in the day when John Madden was coaching, these guys didn't make as much money. You know what? No one in any of those sports did. And guess who helped that? Guess why? All these athletes can make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. One of the reasons is because of John Madden. When your entire life is based on expanding and profiting off of one of the most violent and exploitive games, veneration is not exactly something that you deserve. Okay. Now, you can tell how people felt about this. The original tweet has 16.4 quote tweets. Yeah, there's a couple of teats on there. Quote tweets, 685 likes. Ratio! Look at all this. 119 likes, 475 comments, 95 likes, 278, 92 likes. I mean, does he have are these his students and patients? This is, I just couldn't believe it when I saw this. I don't think I've ever had my mouth agape for so long. I would actually like to meet this guy in real life and just ask him what's wrong with him. The funniest thing is someone pointed out he's fans of the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs. A name that's been, now they're allowed to keep the Chiefs because Chief is a positive label of Native American Indians. But I mean, and that's, I don't care about that. That was just, these are all the things this guy's being destroyed on. And it's mind-boggling that people actually, this guy is a doctor, and he actually thinks this way. A plantation cosplay that has grown worse, and I don't even know what he's talking about. Because it's maybe he would have a point if the NFL was somehow like, the way he describes it is like this: the NFL is the sport where they force only black athletes to play it, and those black athletes are paid a minimum wage salary and are just given room and board. That's the way Dr. Andrew McGregor is making it sound. And these guys, especially today, they play a couple years and they have generational wealth, or they have the chance to have a very good life because they have millions and millions of dollars, and if they're smart about it and invest properly, they never have to work another day in their life after they stop playing football. And most of these guys are done by the time they're, in their early 30s. God, what a horrible life. Ugh. To only be exploited in such a way. And he's like, I just don't get like what he's trying to accomplish with that. Do you know how many people out there right now like think this guy is a complete and utter moron? They just don't get, like, this is the scary thing too, is that this guy is a doctor, man, and I guess he's not an actual like practicing medical doctor, thank God. But like, how, dude? How can you be smart enough to become a doctor, yet you are so out of touch? Like, how brainwashed can you be, dude? Like, how old is this guy? He's got to be 30 or younger, dude, because the only people that really think like that are people who have grown up in this like internet world and actually just he's a history major. He studies professor of history, yet he doesn't even know history. Do you know how many people love and respect John Madden? I don't know. Like, what is, like, seriously, what is wrong with people that they would think this way? I don't really know. I would like to hear some more opinions on this. I would like to hear the opinion of someone who actually agrees with them and like maybe pick their brain a little bit. I'll try not to be a hole, but good lord, this is just it's just mind-bogglingly stupid. I thought I would just, put it out there because this guy deserves all the negative attention he can get. He doesn't deserve to be doxxed. He doesn't deserve to have death threats made against him. He doesn't deserve to be harassed in more than a way of saying, hey, buddy, if you see one of his tweets, comment, you're a moron. There's nothing wrong with that. But, I'm not asking for anyone to go dogpiling on him. I'm just saying he deserves as much negative attention for this as he can possibly get. There has to start being consequences for people having such extreme, ridiculous, race baiting. He's just trying to stir up consternation and get somehow attention for it. I don't know why you would want that sort of a negative attention, but the guy is just like, there's something about that just like bothers me so much, dude. Like, it's very rare that someone has an opinion and a face to match it that's just so annoying that I just want to punch him, dude. I would resist the urge because I'm smart and I don't want to go to jail, but I will tell you I would love to punch this guy right in his stupid face, okay? But barring that, I wouldn't actually do that. I would love to have a talk with the guy, pick his brain, just to see like what drives you to that thought process where the day after he dies, you're tweeting this. I mean, even a few months down the road, this would be ridiculous. Dude, can the guy's body get cold first? Like, that's why I said combined with the timing and just how ridiculous of an opinion this was. It's officially, as far as I'm concerned, the worst opinion of all time. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment. Hey, dislike. I've always liked the dislikes anyway. Now you can't even see them, so dislike away all you want. Hey, YouTube, yay! Anyway, guys, this has been Torsar the Barbarian. I promise to have more videos out. Probably try to make multiple a day even. So, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.